Good afternoon. Now we would be talking about why NET examination is one of the best options for you. If you have completed your bachelor's and master's in any subject of humanities, in any subject of social sciences, commerce, management, basics of sciences, NET becomes a good option for you to apply. Now, why do I say so? Firstly, you have a job security. You can go into teaching, you can go into research. The second important thing is nowadays, even if you are looking for plus 1, plus 2, that is 11th and 12th, if there are net qualified candidates, those net qualified candidates are preferred over PGT teachers. That means if you have qualified your CTET and then you are actually qualified your PGT examination, on contrary, there is another person who has qualified NET examination. A student who has qualified NET examination would be given priority even for school teaching for 11th and 12th. So with NET, you open your avenues. The second important thing is if you look onto UPSC, other civil services, the number of seats that are there have reduced significantly, or we could say it's basically more of e-governance. So there are less number of seats, and moreover, if there are not less number of seats, in many cases, specifically for the state PSCs, we have seen that the regularity is not there. NET is one of the exams that was held throughout the COVID. We have a good visibility about or the prediction that it would be held in future as well. Also this year, NTA is planning to regularize NET. So probably we have heard that this year there might be 3 NETs, but of course 2 NETs for sure. That means the 2 NET cycle would come back, and therefore you have a good probability to apply for this examination. This gives you confidence that okay, this exam is going to be held, not like other PSCs or state PSCs or set examination where students face a dilemma. I am appearing for it this year, probably next 2 years there would be no exam. So all those kind of confusions could be easily ruled out when you are preparing for NET examination. Also, if you are an appearing candidate, definitely apply for JRF. That's another very important thing that you must not miss, right? So those are some of the key things that we must take into account, and that makes applying for NET extremely important. And considering teaching as a profession, NET becomes one of the very best options that you can go for. Now this NET examination is to be held on 21st, starting from 21st of February. Since it's an online mode occurring through a period of 20 days, you have an added advantage to fill in more than one subjects if you are eligible in certain subjects. There are students who have done double MA, double masters. They can apply for 2 subjects. Previously, when it was handwritten examination on a pen and paper, OMR sheet based, this was not an option. So these things have made higher chances for you to apply for multiple subjects. Now, strategy, when we talk about, it's very simple. Since 1.5 months are left, this whole month would be completely dedicated to your preparation for the paper 1 as well as your subject. Now, paper 1 should consume 1/3 of your time. Paper 2 should consume 2/3 of your time. Cover each unit within 3 days, and you should finish your syllabus by the January end. Make sure you are not missing any one single topic. If you have doubts identifying the topics, where to find those, you can simply contact us. JRF amount, Pitambar, varies from state to state because the DNS allowance and HRA varies based on the city and the grade of the city. So definitely you should not at this point think about the amount. You should think about qualifying JRF. That would give you a added advantage when you are appearing for interview. I hope I'm able to address your thing. The amount would be there only with you for 3 years for JRF, 2 years for SRF. But that's not something which can be said as a job, right? It's just a fellowship, and it should be treated as a fellowship. Meanwhile, you should be looking forward for different avenues. Follow employment news regularly to find out where you can find additional options, where all vacancies are coming. Even if you are getting options in schools, CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, don't miss those, right? So this is a very crucial time. After 2 years of pandemic breakthrough, we are trying to normalize things back, and as a result, probably 2023 and 2024 would be the years that would witness very high number of recruitments. So you should focus on qualifying JRF, but at the same time, even if you are able to bypass the JRF and get into a full-time job, that should be your priority in mind. So by all means, your aim should be qualify at least net. If you have qualified JRF, it would give you an added advantage in your interviews as well. So JRF should be treated only with that purpose. Make your concepts very clear while you are appearing for your net examination. Now, as you proceed, here we have taken some of the snippets. So all the subjects that we have covered for the past year papers, notes and video lectures are available. The list of it is available here. You can kindly go through and check the details on the website. Now when it comes to paper 1, recently we have added one lecture, which is the 2023. So 2023 update for net paper 1 based on 2022 examination. So that is citation. Citation was one of the questions which was asked, and this video comprehensively covers those topics. And based on 2021 papers which were held, we have covered the other topics from philosophy, logic, sustainable development, computers and environment. Then we have covered extra topics. For example, women in Vedic period was another question from 2021-22. So those have been covered separately. There was question related to Gagne's learning hierarchy, a very important topic from education section, so those have been covered. Similarly, those coming from or preparing for specific subjects, for example geography and psychology, I have taken the video lecture series here. So the list is available here. For example, a video on earthquake, mass wasting has been covered here, rocks, geomorphology. Then there are topics related to human geography and Indian geography. Some of the contemporary topics related to dualism, the dichotomies, the various revolutions which have taken place recently. And similarly, there is another section from psychology that we have taken into account, which covers extensively the section on statistics. Now, statistics is a very important topic that you must cover, be it most of the subjects. I would say statistics and research has become an important component of most of the paper 2 subjects in net examination. Yes, Pitambar will be coming on to geography topics as well in a while. So here, be it geography or be it psychology, we have covered these topics extensively. So as you can see, central limit theorem, how do you calculate z-score, critical value, p-value, these are nowadays and upcoming topics. We could say these are trending topics for geography as well. So cover these topics carefully. Then coming on to some of the important topics. Aerial photography, distortions and displacements in aerial photography in geography becomes important. Another important topic is the scales that are asked. So how do you reduce a scale, enlarge a scale? Another important topic. Then these are from the GIS and the remote sensing section. The topics related to the statistics portion I have already mentioned. What we have done is we have taken one of the statistical softwares through which we have tried to bring in animations to help you understand how with the change in the valuation the concept changes. And here, if you are able to understand the basis of statistics would flow like anything. It would become extremely simple. Then theory is extremely important. Social accounting, a very upcoming topic. Then we have the Merdal's theory, Hirschman and Friedman's theory, again extremely important topics. Electoral geography, extremely important topic for the coming 2 years in light of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections coming. So electoral geography is extremely important. Politics of world resources, now this would include oil, coal, petroleum. Recently, we had nuclear fission experiments which were successful. So, fusion again as an important topic. Hence, Carroll model, another important topic recently being covered. Then some philosophical topics on the concept of utopian cities, garden city, Howard's model, Gordon Childs model, Lewis Mumford model. So, these become extremely important. There are various classifications, for example, rank size theory, multiple nuclei, functional classification. One question from this section asked every time. So those then again Chinese contribution and Indian contribution become an important topic in geography. I hope Pitambar I'm able to address those. So if you go through these series, you would be able to understand some of the most important and comprehensive sections that we have covered here. Again, the solutions for the past papers we have covered in the UGC geography itself. If you go, the study material again is available online as well as postal course. So those who want physical books can avail the physical books, but those are available on Examrace website. So you can just ask for links there. Moreover, the most important thing is, once you cover the topic, be very careful that you cover the MCQs related to the same topic simultaneously. That would ensure that you are able to focus correctly on the topic. If you have gone through the video, attempted the questions, still unable to answer some of the questions or find answers for it, just go back, click ask a question there. So once you go on to the page itself, you would have the question, you would have the option of ask a question. Okay, so here you can actually put in or raise a query, ask clarification, right? So here it would open up, you can put in your name, email ID and your query, and this would actually help you reach us, and we would be trying to address your query as soon as possible. So you can just fill in your name, recipient and the query, whatever it is, and with it you can actually ask any doubt, any questions that you have. You can also add bookmarks or timestamps on the video as you proceed. So those are some of the features that we have added in the recent updates. Also for the notes, you can mark important, mark complete. So there are various additional features that have been given, and all those, the most important thing is to give you a leeway to help you understand how to proceed with the questions. There is another question from Rajesh Kumari. तैयारी कैसे करें दिल्ली सेंटर के लिए क्या करें? Delhi center means you want to go to Delhi and give your exam. Is that what you are asking? The most important thing is, as I mentioned in the beginning, probably you might have joined a little late. The idea is you have to go through the 10 units of the syllabus. So here what we have done is arrange the things topic wise. So if you go on to paper 1, I'll just give you an example with paper 1. So here there are various topics, as you can see: teaching aptitude, research, language, reading, communication, arithmetic, and the notes on the respective topics, the questions on the respective topics. Now you have to identify, let's say you feel you are weak in logical reasoning. So practice questions, there are more than 900 questions here. Now as you practice, you would understand that every time there is a little similarity in the question paper. So once you practice, you would have an ample idea about the kind of repetitiveness in the questions, or the types of questions we could say. The most important thing is, whatever source you refer, make sure the sources are authentic. There are many incorrect answers and information available on net, specifically when we talk about the section on Indian logic, the hetvabhas, the fallacies. If you are not able to comprehend the concept clearly, you can put in any answer with any logic, and that's totally incorrect. So make sure whatever references, whatever sources you are referring are correct, are authentic, and are responsible. So if you raise a question, you have a query which is answered promptly and with detailed understanding. So that's another very important thing. I hope Rajesh, I am able to address your query. I'm still not able to get when you are saying Delhi center. So you want to go to Delhi and apply for the examination. That's something that you can do, or you can choose the center near to your city where you are staying. So that's totally an option available for you. You would find options and centers in Delhi. even in your nearby vicinity areas where you are staying. So if, yeah, if you are outside Delhi, you can apply for a center which is close to your hometown. You can definitely do that. But yes, since this is the time in the month of February and March, those who are in the appearing category might also be having their college workload and their assessments, their semester examinations. So it's very important that you cover all those sections extremely carefully. Yes, Rajesh. So 2019 was the time when there was a change in the syllabus. All the changes have been incorporated. So our current postal codes for paper 1 for geography, psychology is updated and covers all changes and the new topics which have been incorporated in 2019. After 2019, there has not been any significant change in the syllabus. But yes, the depth in which the questions are asked are increasing over the years. So paper is definitely considered to be challenging, specifically if you have not prepared, if you have appeared for your post graduation exams with reduced syllabus or with specific topics being focused in the universities and the colleges, then it's a high time to cover the topics in detail, cover the concepts in detail, and then appear for your examination. 1 month is an ample time. Prepare well, study well, focus well. I hope that was for today. I'll take a leave for today, but definitely before your net examination will be meeting again. And in the meanwhile also, if you want a consultation, guidance, any help from our side, I'll be more than happy to assist. I'm available for free one-on-one consultation. You can request on the number that has been mentioned in the chat above, and definitely you can have a conversation regarding any specific doubts that you face while preparing for your examination. Wish you very good luck. Have a wonderful day ahead. Happy New Year.